Hey guys, welcome back. Luke has decided to just totally make himself at home, so just ignore him back there for a while. And I think my covers are completely messed up because he just did a whole big old show back there a few minutes ago. So I don't know. He's here, we just deal. So it's almost Sephora VIB sale time for the fall, which means it's 20% off for both VIB and VIB Rouge. And VIB is November 11th through 14th, and VIB Rouge is November 4th through 7th. I thought it would be a good time for me to do some recommendations and maybe show you guys what I'm thinking about buying and that kind of stuff. You know, Sephora does these VIB sales twice a year in the spring and the fall, and they're usually, to me, more of an opportunity to get the pricier items that you've been looking at, or buy things that you regularly use and maybe stock up on them a little bit, or things that you may be running low on. So, you know, if it's more of a lesser pricey item, I don't know, you can maybe hold off on those, or I don't know. I just tend to think if it's something that I've been looking at, it's a little bit pricier, like a perfume or something like that, it might be a good time to get that. Or a decently priced gift for somebody, it's a good time to do that. That's just kind of how I look at it. The other thing that I think about during this time is EBATES. I have used EBATES for years. That's another thing to think about when you are placing an order. If you are shopping online this year, is to be sure and use EBATES. I have no affiliation whatsoever and no promotional interest, but I will link it below if you are interested in going through EBATES and haven't signed up with them. Do it, not just for Sephora, but for anywhere you shop. I always link through EBATES just because, you know, every now and then you just get this nice check in the mail and it's free money. I usually try to get new foundations and powders, primers, that kind of thing during this time, just because those are a little bit more expensive, and if I need to stock up or replace things, or have been thinking about trying a new one, this is a good time to do that. So for me, I have not really been ecstatic with any of my powder foundations that I have in my current rotation. So I am looking at trying the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. The powder foundations that I've been using, I don't know, they're just not really holding up throughout the whole day, and I've read good things about this one, so I'm gonna try it now. The other thing that I've been wanting to try is a stick foundation, if just for travel purposes. The less liquids that I have to travel with, the better, and I do travel via plane fairly often during the year. So I'm going to be trying the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Longwear Foundation Stick. I have not tried a foundation stick and I do not know how long. I mean, it's been maybe since college. So I'm gonna try that. I think I'm also going to try Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation. I have heard fabulous things about it and it's fairly new. So I'm gonna try this, hope I can get a color match, and we'll see. So of course, as always, you guys will be getting foundation road tests on these. I always do those, and you'll be getting those. Speaking of foundation road tests, if you guys have either of these on your radar, and I have looked at these, I've compared them to each other, I've done foundation road tests on this one. I will be doing one on this one, but I have talked about it. I can link those below. Estee Lauder Double Wear and Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. I just think that they're both great foundations. I do recommend trying those out. This is a great time to get either one of those. I'm having a little bit of light fluctuations going on in here today, so just bear with me. There may be some adjustments as we go through this video. As for primers, I am at the tail end of my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I mean, I am having to unscrew it and scrape it out and get what's left. It's pretty sad. I haven't decided whether I'm going to replace this or if I'm going to bite the bullet and get the Guerlain Meteorites Base Perfecting Pearls that I tried out in the primer comparison. I can link that below too. I really did like that, and I think that this would be a great time for me to get it with the 20% off. It makes it a little bit more reasonable for me to try the Guerlain. So I don't know. I'm still toying with that. I don't know. This is also a great time, I think, for you guys to get any palettes that you've been thinking about getting. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Naked Ultimate Basics palette from Urban Decay. That's not one that I'm personally going to get just because I feel like I have a good selection of matte shadows already. But if you're one that you have a lot of shimmer palettes and, you know, a lot of combination palettes, but you just don't have a lot of matte shades, I think that that would be a great palette to get, and the quality, from what I understand, is really great. And if you want a smaller basics palette, you know, the Naked palettes, the smaller ones are really good too. I mean, I've used this. Why can't I open this today? I mean, I've used this quite a bit. You can see. So, you know, I think either one would be a great choice if you wanted, you know, a bigger one or a smaller one. Two of my most used palettes, the Tartelette in Bloom and the Too Faced Natural Eyes palettes, you know, I recommend these, even though they're not brand new palettes, but I do recommend either one of these because they're just great neutral everyday palettes. They're not huge, so you can travel with them very easily. I know a lot of people are loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, the Mario palette that's out right now that I don't know if it's even available on the website. The last time I checked, it wasn't. And the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which is another great palette that everybody's loving too. So it's just a good time to get palettes, whether for yourself or as a gift. One thing that I do plan on getting, I have been thinking about getting for a long time, is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Rose Gold. I know you guys know how I feel about my Armani eye tint in Cold Copper if you've been watching my channel. I love to have that just wash of color on the lid, just for an easy everyday, you know, look. And I think that that rose gold color would be really nice. I actually swatched it in Sephora a couple weeks ago and I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot more rosy than it was, which is kind of why I steered away from it. And it's got a lot of gold in it, but it's not over the top. So I think that would be a great thing for me this year. Another thing that I am planning on getting is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil in Taupe. I have been using, let me find it, the Brow Wiz, which I know everybody knows what this is, and why can't I find it? Okay, found it. So I've been using the Brow Wiz in Taupe for several years. And while I like it, and everybody seems to like this, but it just doesn't have that super fine tip. Any way you slice it, it's just never gonna have that pointy tip that you can get with a sharpened brow pencil. I used to use Laura Mercier's brow pencil years and years ago before they reformulated it and turned it to crap. And I loved it. It was perfect. It glided on so smoothly and it just, I don't know, it just gave you this natural look and it really mimicked your natural brow hair. Then they went and ruined it and turned it to this hard, waxy pencil that is completely unusable. And that's how this entered my life. And I do like it. I like the color it gives and it's easy to use, but it's just never quite been perfect for me. And I did try another product recently that is going to go in my disappointments for the month, so I won't elaborate on that, but I am going to order the Anastasia and see how that works because I think I want to go back to a pencil that I can sharpen. Another thing that I am going to recommend is the Tarte Gallery Gals Deluxe Tartist Eyeliner Set. And the reason why I'm recommending this is because earlier this month, or last month, I don't know, I got this from Ulta, and this is the Tarte, what is this called? Works of Tarte, and it's Holiday 16, and this is the Ulta set, and this comes with 4 colors and a little brush, and you can see what the Sephora set, it comes with 2 shades and a brush, and it's really cute. It would be a cute gift for someone too. I probably need to do some kind of a first impressions on this or a tutorial. But I mean, you get a good amount of product in these, and what I think is so super cool is how they work. You know, they have this neat little palette little thing in here that you can dip your brush in and get the liner out with, and it's just this really great gel liner that sets and wears beautifully, and it would be a great gift for someone or for yourself. So if you like gel liner and want a gel liner that is super easy to work with and use, that would be great. And I think it's just $19 for that set, and the sizes are the same as in these. And I mean, to me, that's plenty of gel liner, and it comes with the black and the bronze color in the Sephora set. So I think that's a pretty good deal, and I think this set might actually still be at Ulta. I got it on sale, and you know, they have sales all the time. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but Becca has a blush palette out now, and it's called the Blushed with Light palette. And it looks like the shades are really wearable. Like there's a neutral shade, a coral shade, and I think a peachy pink shade, and it's $34, and that's before the discount. So that would be great to have on hand to travel with or to give someone as a gift. So that would be something that I would definitely recommend to get. I usually use the Sephora VIB sales in the spring and fall as an opportunity to get a perfume that I've been wanting and to stock up on my favorite candles. As you can see behind me in that little pagoda thing right there, I think you can see that. That's where my perfumes are kept, and I am pretty stocked on perfumes. So my holy grail candle of all time is Nest Moroccan Amber. It is just heavenly. It's so comforting and beautiful, and it just burns so well. I just can't describe how much I love this candle. We have been in this house for 4 years. I found it shortly after we moved in, and almost everyone who has come in our home when we have had this burning or have recently burned it asks us what it is, and several people have gone out and bought it after. And it's just this wonderful scent. And if you smell it in the candle, it smells a little overpowering. And I don't even know how I discovered this, but I don't think I would have bought it just based on the smell in the jar alone. But there's something about the scent. It's just so comforting and cozy, but not just a winter scent. I don't even know how to explain it. God, I just love it. And I've tried other scents from other lines. Baltic Amber, I think that's Volume Spa, and I don't know, but I always go back to this. I've tried various ones from Bath & Body Works. I don't really like the way they burn down. There's a lot of smoke, and then they burn unevenly, and this just burns so well and lasts so long, and I could go on for days. Anyway, my favorite candle, however, it is pricey to me for a candle. This is 8 ounces and it's $40. And there is a 3-wick candle. It is 23 ounces and it's $64. So I will buy 1 or 2 of these or the 3-wick, and I will also get the holiday candle. It is my favorite, hands down my favorite holiday candle of all time too. And I may get 1 or 2 as a gift. The gift box is so pretty, and it's just this beautiful, I don't even know how to describe the scent. Okay, I just found the description. It says, the aroma of a sparkling holiday season is created by blending pomegranate, mandarin orange, pine, cloves, and cinnamon with a hint of vanilla and amber. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I will buy that for myself and for a few other people because, you know, it's a $40 8-ounce candle, but with 20% off, it's a little more doable. If you've been thinking about trying any Drunk Elephant products, they have a couple of sets, but this is the set that I was looking at. It's called Let's Be Clear, and it's a 5-piece skincare set to cleanse, treat, and hydrate for clear conditioned skin. And it's got a cleansing bar, the Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel, the Glycolic Night Serum, the Sea Pharma Day Serum, and the Marula Oil. And I currently use the Marula Oil, so to have a travel size would be nice, and I kind of wanted to try the Sea Serum, and it wouldn't hurt to try the Vitamin B Serum. Regularly, that is $82. Or I could just get a replacement of my Marula Oil that, you know, I use already, since this one is almost out and it does have the broken dropper inside. Totally my fault. I haven't quite made up my mind on that one yet. I would recommend, if you have not found a sunscreen that you like and you're like me and have sensitive rosacea combination oily skin, this is a great sunscreen. It is the Algenist Sublime Defense. I don't hear anything about this product ever, and I don't even know why I tried it in the first place, but I'm glad I did because it doesn't leave my skin greasy or make me oily during the day. I think I talked about this in my very first favorites video. It works really, really well. It's SPF 50, and it doesn't break me out, and it doesn't make my skin react in any way. It's 1 ounce of product, and it's $28, so you know, you don't get a ton, but I can't tell you how long it has taken me in my life. I mean, I'm 41. It took me 41 years to find a sunscreen that my skin actually reacted well to and that didn't make me a grease ball. So, you know, if you're like me, this is good. Also, Origins has a prep and mask set that I just stumbled across a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying masks out, and this is actually a really good buy because their masks are, a full-size mask is like 3.4 ounces for them, and I think they're like $25 for one of the masks. And in this set you get 3 1-ounce masks plus their Maskimizer, which is a mask primer, which I don't care about that, but you get 3 ounces of product here, which is almost a full size, and this whole set is $25. So I think this is a pretty great way to try out their masks. You get the Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay, Clear Improvement, and Drink Up Intensive Mask. So I don't know, I didn't even know this existed until I was kind of hunting around in the skincare section. So that's a thought too. While I'm messing with my hair, let's talk about hair care. I have been really liking this Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I've heard about it forever and just thought it was this hokey product. It says it softens, silkens, tames, defrizzes, detangles, and protects against heat and UV damage. Work sparingly into damp hair before heat styling or through dry hair to finish. And I've used it both ways. It works well. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It just does something. I can't even pinpoint what it does. My hair just does better when I use it. That's all I need. So this is something to think about, to try. I got the Briogeo Rosarco Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Cream in my last BoxyCharm. And I have been using it pretty consistently for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And I really, really like this stuff. I have super, super fine hair and it can get really dry. And I'm sure you guys have seen that in my videos. And I am always worried about some kind of a cream product weighing my hair down, and this does not. You put this in your hair when it's wet and it's supposed to protect it from heat, and it does that. It doesn't weigh it down at all. So I do recommend this product. It's 4 ounces and I think it's $24 regularly. So if you're looking for a good heat protectant, I do like this stuff. I am actually going to be talking about this in an upcoming video, but I tried on a whim this Sephora Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying with Zinc and Copper, and I like it. So I do recommend it. If you're looking for just a mask that is less expensive than all the glam glow and all that we always hear about, I like this. So if you're looking for a mask, I meant to say that after the Origins mask. Okay, last 2 products. Gosh, this list has gotten long. Okay, my last 2 products. I'm gonna get a backup of, why does he always do this every video? Okay. We're not sure if he's, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna get a backup of my Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo that is just, I love it. Getting a backup. Okay, so I have a sample of this Living Proof amp, and this is going to go, I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's going to go in a favorites, but it's this little sample, 0.25 ounces, and this was in a drawer forever because I didn't know what to do with it. I just, you know, thought it was this hokey product that would totally weigh my hair down because, you know, it's this kind of pasty stuff in here. And it's actually for fine or medium hair, and I have been using it lately and I love it. Love it. So I'm getting a full size of that. Okay, so those are just some items that I recommend from various categories, and I hope that that helps give you some ideas. And I hope you like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you did so today. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.